We have a very busy morning. We've got some visitors here. We've got to take care of one misdemeanor matter before we start our landlord-tenant docket. And we've got a lot of people already in the waiting room. So just get right to it. Thank you for saying good morning. Planned to come in a little earlier, but I got sidetracked. Still beautiful summer in Michigan, even in Holland. I got a long distance message from here in the courtroom. So let's get right to it. As I said, I've got a number of people in the waiting room. All right, before we begin our criminal docket, we have to deal with before we start a landlord-tenant docket, I have a misdemeanor matter I have to address. So I beg your patience. Attorney Jay Allen isn't here yet anyway, so let's address this matter. People versus John Elmer Fox Jr. File number is 24787SM. Mr. Fox is here with his, go ahead and have a seat, with his lawyer, Luke Knopfinger. File 24787SM is a larceny less than $200 charge. File 241288ST is a driving suspended charge. Mr. Fox was here. He got picked up on a bench warrant. Judge Pattison was gone, and I dealt with Mr. Fox at that time. It was a Friday afternoon, September 6th, late in the day. He'd been picked up on these matters, and I had to do the arraignment because Judge Pattison was unavailable. And Laura, could I have some register of actions? Anyway, so we dealt with the matter. I gave him 2 PR bonds, and he appeared here today. Mr. Fox represented that he was working at Parma Tube. So we called Parma Tube to confirm that he was actually employed there. And I said, well, the worst I can do, I guess, is be wrong. So no one was there late in the Friday, so we left a message. Parma Tube called back on Tuesday and said, John Elmer Fox doesn't work here. He never worked here. And I feel bad about it.
I walked off the day you let me out.
What's that?
I walked off out of the day you let me out.
So well, they said you weren't working there.
I was. I don't know why they say that.
All right, but you're not working there now?
No, Your Honor. I was having called 2 days ago.
Stop. Stop. I believe what they said is you never worked there. So we're going to call and reconfirm that. And but my inclination is to revoke your PR bonds. I granted the PR bonds based on your false representations of employment. So I don't believe you're working there on September 6th or 5th or 4th or 3rd. So your contention is that you had worked there up till September 6th?
I only worked there 2 days, not even 2 days. And then when I went to jail, I got out. I went to work. They said there was no reason for me. I was working I was staffing for them.
Luke, I'm sorry to tie up your time and mine. I've got a bunch of other stuff to do. Luke, have you got other cases to deal with?
I do, yeah.
All right, put Mr. Fox in the lockup. We'll deal with him when we have a more convenient time. Stop.
Judge, what is the basis?
His basis is false representation to me that he was employed when he was not. So I granted a PR bond. I'm about to revoke the PR bond. I find he's in contempt for lying to me about his employment and my decision to set his bond.
All right, I'll be honest.
Yes.
I was not working, Your Honor. but I have good reasons why this lied to you.
All right, stop. All right. The
Okay,
PR
reject.
bond is revoked in each case. One was 500. I'm gonna reinstate two $200 cash or surety bonds in each file. One was 500, one was 250. So the PR bond is revoked. The defendant was in contempt for providing false information to the court and continuing to lie to me this morning. So you got two $200 cash or surety bonds.
Yeah,
I don't say anything else, or I'll make
May
a
I?
$10,000
May I,
cash or
please?
surety. But I don't want to. You're even lying to me this morning. Just
that's
stop.
why I
Just
corrected
go.
myself.
All right, and I appreciate that. That's why I reduced these to $200
May I ask
each.
you one thing?
Don't make it any worse. Just
I'm not
Carl, would you
trying to.
please take him back?
I'm not.
That's just go. Just go.
Judge, I just have to say too, I was a little unprepared for this. I didn't know this was coming. Just a simple notice and hearing. I don't know the bond revocation court rule off the top of my head. I don't know if the court has the ability to hold them in contempt for something. I wasn't present for that. I feel a little flat-footed at this point. If I could have a chance to simply review the court rule, talk to my client.
Certainly. What
About
Mr.
it.
Reed did is he filed a motion for rehearing. He got this PR bond based on false representations to the court. Then he continued to lie to me this morning until he finally came clean on it. So he's going into custody. You can file a motion for rehearing or appeal or something, but right now the bonds are amended to $200 each, cash or surety. I apologize. I came in and announced what the deal was to the people in there. Apparently you weren't there yet. So Andy knew and Luke knew, but apparently they didn't say anything to you. You weren't here yet. But Mr. Fox, you go with a court officer. I'll do an order to that effect, Luke, so you can deal with it.
Yeah, sure. I apologize. Never lied to you before. I don't know why I did.
Yes, thank you. Well, if somebody will bond you out, you can deal
Ain't
with
no
it.
one bottom me out, man. I have nobody out there. I ain't even talking to my dad anymore.
What unfolded in this Michigan courtroom was a masterclass in why the truth, even when inconvenient, is always the better choice. John Elmer Fox Jr. came before the court facing two misdemeanor charges, a larceny under $200 and driving on a suspended license. On the surface, manageable charges. But Fox made a critical error that turned a routine arraignment into something far more consequential when the judge granted him not one, but two PR bonds, personal recognizance bonds requiring no cash up front. That decision was made in good faith, based on Fox's representation that he was gainfully employed at Parmatube. The court even went the extra mile to verify it, leaving a message on a Friday afternoon. When Parmatube called back that Tuesday, the answer was unambiguous. Fox never worked there. Not that day. Not that week. Not ever. And instead of owning it when confronted, Fox kept digging until the hole was too deep to climb out of. The judge, patient but firm, revoked both PR bonds, found Fox in contempt for providing false information to the court, and ordered him remanded to custody pending two $200 cash or surety bonds per file. The only thing that kept those bonds from reaching $10,000 was Fox finally admitting the truth. Here's the lesson this courtroom delivered loud and clear. A judge's goodwill is not a resource to exploit. Lie to the court, and the court will correct the record, with consequences. Judges remember, systems verify, and the truth has a way of surfacing whether you volunteer it or not. If you found this case as eye-opening as we did, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns, because justice never gets old.